This is rue. This is Ruta graveolens. And you know, many of the plants we've talked about today, not so much the ephedra. I mean, I've used ephedra over the years. I remember the first time I ever tried it for a sinus headache, and it was horrific. I mean, it made my sinus headache way worse. You only want to use it in a sinus headache if you are like dripping. If you've got a kind of a dry sinus headache, this is the worst thing you could possibly take. It just dries you out further and it makes it really painful. So I can't say I have like a love relationship with this plant, but I respect it. This is another plant, again, for me, one of the very few plants that I've got a kind of a equivocal relationship with this plant. This is rue, and rue is basically a allelopathic plant. It can inhibit the growth of other plants around it. So number one, that's an issue if you're going to grow it near anything else. But also, this plant tends to, first off, it tastes horrible, and it can cause rashes in people. And you know, not everybody, but a not insignificant number of people get rashes from handling the plant or bathing in the plant. Now, on the other hand, my friend Rosita Arvigo, this is one of her favorite plants. And she uses it all the time, especially in baths and things like that, and uses it in limpias and healing ceremonies to clear away negative energy and things like that. So it certainly is a useful plant, I suppose, from, you know, on a spiritual perspective. As a medicine, you know, it's been used for a number of things, but I can't say that there's like, you know, a whole lot of research or even a really strong ethnobotanical history of like, oh, this plant is so good for this. It's rue, it does contain a lot of rutin. You know, in homeopathy, it's used for bruising and things like that. But it's just one of these plants that I personally have never really managed to develop a really great relationship with. And I have to say, you know, I think I have really great relationships with like hundreds and hundreds of plants, and there aren't very many that I kind of going, I don't know. But this happens to be one of them. But I'm still hoping we can develop a better relationship over the years.